Meanwhile, overnight, police say 6 convenience stores were hit in a series of armed robberies. They've connected at least 2 suspects to all of them. Here's a look at the locations hit and the times of the robberies. Stores from Northeast Portland out to Wood Village were robbed. Police found some of the suspects near Northeast 162nd and Halsey this morning. As officers were trying to arrest them, the neighborhood was told to shelter in place. Officers did eventually take 4 people into custody. They recovered these 2 guns. One was an airsoft style gun, and of the 4 suspects caught, 3 were juveniles. 2 of them were released without charges. A 5th suspect is still out there tonight.